Whenever you're ready.
Cool. I'm super excited to be here. I'm super excited to have you all here. My name is SamK1, and the title of my TED Talk is "You Have to See It to Leave It." The rest of you will get down the drive home. Because I right now have made this my tea room, I want to start off in a traditional way. I want to do a tea ceremony with someone in the audience. I need a volunteer. Show them up. Show them up. Come on, put them up really high. Devon Fallon, right there. Take a seat, my friend. Make some room for him. So what we're going to do is a modern version of the ancient Japanese tea ceremony. So we're preparing some matcha. And what it is it's crushed up sencha plant. So instead of just water that you get soaked in the leaves, you're drinking the whole plant. It's very healthy. So what we're going to do is have 2 scoops of this. Crush it up a little. We're adding earth from the plant. We're going to introduce water that was heated by fire. Some elements right there. Lots of water. And now we're going to introduce air with the whisk. Whisk it, make it nice and mixed up for Devin here. This has a ton of medicinal properties. It is a very clarity adding and really good for digestion. It's a very tasty tea, very vegetal. I did spill a little, it's fine. The table likes the tea too, it's that good. 1, 2, 3. And now you turn it 3 times towards you. Enjoy your bowl of tea. You can take a seat with it. Don't break the bowl. So that's a traditional Chinese ceremony. And it's weird to think that that bowl of tea that he's carrying has the same properties as these pills. But we're going to talk about pills a lot later. So, a lot of you might be wondering, how does this 18-year-old white dude know all about ancient Chinese ceremonies? Well, it's pretty simple. I am an employee at the White Dragon Tea Room. I wandered in there about 5 years ago, and within a month, I had a job. I've been spending all the time since learning all there is to know about tea. I've actually been made the head of sales, and I really like that position, but I'm not your typical salesman. I'm not some used car guy that's going to come in, offer you a deal, and tell you why you need this tea. I just go and I talk to you about tea. I try to relay my passion for it. I let my passion talk for me and sell the tea. So today I want my passion to come through, and I want it to sell my idea. Let's go. So, some of you might have noticed, I have some pretty intense scars on the arms. Really gnarly. It's a pretty cool story how I got them too. About 4 years ago, I fell 4 stories on the concrete. I broke everything, my hip, all my ribs, every bone in my face, except for the lower jaw. It was awful. Had a brain bleed, collapsed lung, burst a kidney and liver, shattered my arms. It was terrible. I had really extreme traumatic injuries. And when you get these extreme injuries, they prescribe you extreme drugs. They were something else. They were intense. They put you up there. They make you foggy. They put you to sleep. They numb everything. And I quite like this, especially with all my pain. It was something new. It was something different, a feeling I like to feel. And with these strong drugs comes a large chance that you will become addicted. And that's what happened. I was fairly addicted to these strong drugs, morphine, Oxycontin, oxycodone. I needed them. I was taking them before school, during school, after school. I needed them to get through a minute. When I went off them, I was screaming. I couldn't handle it anymore. It was awful. The pain was unbearable. And they were doing a lot of damage to me. A lot of internal injuries were happening. And stomach bleeds, things like that. I had to go off them. I had to start finding different ways to cure my pain. I was in the tea room, and I was talking to this acupuncturist. His name's Tyler. He works here in town. And I'm telling him all my injuries, and he says, "You have to come in. You have to let me help you. You have to come in. I can help you so much." I hate needles. I used to hide under the table when I had to get a shot. They were awful. But I was desperate. I would try anything. And I went in, And he rubs my hands with these herbs, lights fire over me, and puts needles all over the top of the head, back of the knees, all over my back. It was kind of scary, but it felt great. It was like everything had been released. I could finally move my body like I had used to. It was incredible, but it wasn't a cure-all. I was still having to take Advil and ibuprofen to manage the pain when I still got wrist joints, stuff like that. But the acupuncture and the herbs really helped, and so I kept doing those, along with the Advil. And now, I'm good as new. I can do anything. So, it was just really clear to the moment that I used both medicines. Both medicines meaning I had Western modern drugs over here, and I had the traditional Chinese medicine here, this traditional Chinese medicine, this aspect of using your body's inner energies and balancing them with herbs, acupuncture, tea, to make sure your body is in check to heal yourself. And then Western medicine is this idea that you can attack the problem, that one problem. It's radiation, surgery, therapy, just to get that one issue away. Get rid of your headache, get rid of your tumor, fix your bones. That one issue it fixes using modern chemicals. And so there's both sides of these. And a lot of people struggle to find which one's right. I'm going to tell another story, but I need 3 volunteers again. Let's see, everyone thinks they're going to get tea this time, but no, if you put your hands up. I'm going to need Colleen, because you brought all these people, you're a volunteer. I just want you to play with this pencil. Just keep it in your hand, play with it. It's actually a nice pen, don't lose it. I just have you tap your leg. Tap your leg, don't stop, okay? And JJ, can I just have you move your hands, clap them, do it on your lap, and just don't stop moving. Don't be too loud, it'll distract me. So, along with all these bad injuries I had, I'm a whole nother level of messed up. Because in kindergarten, I was diagnosed with attention deficit hyperactive disorder, ADHD, and I had it bad. I was up the walls, round the corners, through everything. I was awful. I couldn't stop. I didn't want to listen. I couldn't stop talking. I didn't want to listen to people because no matter what someone said, it wasn't as interesting that was going on in my own head. I was always twiddling with a pen, tapping on my legs or moving my leg. Always. I couldn't stop. And so teachers and parents don't really like a kid off the walls and never paying attention, surprisingly. So their instinct was, let's go on medicine. We tried lots of different things. We tried body brushing, fish oil, different types of pills, and then we found a combination that worked. 3 pills a day, 1 in the morning to put the chemicals up there, 1 at lunch to keep them up there, and 1 at night because I had to be brought down because the stuff is speed that they're getting. It's really, really strong drugs. It's an awful feeling that they cause too. Imagine walking in Jello, that you're chained down. You can't really move. You're trapped. You can't eat. You can't sleep. You're trapped by these pills. You are just stuck, and it's an awful feeling. It's one of the worst feelings in the world, actually. I wanted to get rid out of it so bad, and I would try, but then I couldn't focus again. I was still chained by these medicines, trapped, and I needed them. Well, one day I was talking to my tea master at the Dragon Room. Why Dragon Tea Room? There it is. Gotta get the title right. And he came back with some green leaves, some dried out green leaves. Mr. Tea Master, that's not going to do anything for me. I'm on strong pills. And he said, try it. Drink it in the morning, have a couple cups. And I was desperate, so I'd try anything. So I did.